Hello friends, I'm Andrei from Ruski Airsoft Workshop, and today I would like to present the second video of my short series about this electrical blowback kit made by LCTairsoft. Поехали! Let's take a look on the angle of engagement alignment out of the box. So now the angle is just like this. So it's better than on standard setups, but still out of optimal. I would like to have it somewhere like this. I will see what I can do about this, but anyway, this third tooth will have to be cutted or partially cutted. And meanwhile, I was thinking about the correcting angle of engagement. And because the cylinder head has a specific buffer, I cannot glue a servo pad on it, or maybe not directly. So I did check different washers, different combination of different thickness of washers put between the cylinder head, the piston head, sorry, and the piston itself. And this looks like the combination I will use in the final solution. So I have a washer of 2 millimeters and a 1 millimeter, so giving me 3 millimeter thickness totally. And when I put it in the cylinder, good, deep, so it gives me more or less correct angle of engagement. I can live with this one, and it is not touching the piston tooth over here. So this will probably be the final solution for this gearbox, and I will just have to check on a closed gearbox with both half on if it is effectively not rubbing here against the tooth. Otherwise I will have to file just a little tiny bit from this tooth. Let's continue. Now let me quickly tell you what I did inside the gearbox. So first of all, on both halves of the gearbox shell, I softened the sharp edges on the piston slide, and softened a little bit, polished a little bit the gearbox itself, this part, the inner part where the piston is moving. Also I did a shimming job. Now the gears are working more smooth than they're working before, removing or lessening the resistance, what is good for your battery consumption. And also, as I showed you already, I did here some modifications on the piston. So I put the 3 millimeter washers between the piston and the piston head to correct the angle of engagement, and I don't need to file the tooth here, so it's just fine. Also I smoothened the edges here on the piston also. So normally with the softer corners, with the more round corners, and this front and end parts here also softened, I should see much less metal debris from the moving from actually, let me put it like this, so from the piston rubbing the rails, because here clearly I will do some lubrication. I will put this aside. I also did some small modifications on the motor cage, so I put 4 layers of aluminum foil here inside, and now when I put the motor inside and close the motor cage, the motor is steady there, not moving as it was moving before. That's actually all. So now I will clean everything one more time, grease it, close the gearbox, and then I will proceed with the rewiring. Okay, rewiring. So what did I do? I stripped the standard wires, just left here the small piece to connect my signal wires here, and I stripped the gate Pico EBB MOSFET completely and soldered the new wires on it, and soldered a longer wire just to put this in my stock tube. So basically this gearbox is rewired backwards to put the battery in the stock tube and work like this. Why do I use the gate Pico EBB MOSFET? Is the one with the active break. First, it was easy to strip to solder the new wires on, and second, but when I tested this gearbox with my 7.4 volt lithium polymer battery, it was double shooting. So this motor has quite big overspin with SP100 spring. I didn't put it in the gun yet, so maybe in the gun with the second spring, the bolt spring, it wouldn't be that bad, but I play safe. I put the MOSFET, and while I put MOSFET, yeah, why not use active brake? So now let me proceed with the assembly in my AKSU, and I wanted to say a couple of words about the gearbox shell itself. I've been to IVA in Nuremberg this year, and I had a meeting with LCT. So they told me that they are aware about the problems of the gearbox shell. It can break. They did a testing for more than 10,000 cycles on the gearbox. So they will bring a new shell for this blowback gearbox, reinforced. I will attach some photos to this video. So basically they will reinforce the front part, they will reinforce the rear part here, and also they will make this shell with a quick spring change modification. They promise the shell itself will not be expensive, so I expect it to be quite cheap, because yeah, I'm expecting it breaking a lot. Still, with the improvements it might break. So this is something that I got from LCT on IVA. You also will be able to use this new shell on standard gearboxes. However, you will have still this cutout. Maybe you will be able to cover it, or you can use the full length cable management thing to cover it almost completely. So we shall see. Now let me proceed with the assembly of the gun. So here I have my AKSU body. Here I have my gearbox. I prefer to remove the motor cage because it's easier to install inside, to slide inside the gearbox, inside the body. So let's see how the cookie crumbles. First I need to push the wiring through. My motor wires. It's not really easy to do on camera, however, be careful not to lose the selector assembly. And be careful with the wires, always. All right. So far, so good. I can try to manage the wires from here. So if you can see, my MOSFET is inside the stock tube, and I have here the shrinking thing to protect it in case I need to open it, for example. Alright, so looks about good. Let me quickly assemble the rest of the gearbox. So I will attach the motor, put the wires on, and completely assemble the gun. Now we are about to install the bolt carrier and the spring. So basically the installation is very easy. I already did one video for the dummy bolt assembly. It's just the same. Oh, that's not the dummy bolt I have to use. Let me get the correct one. So here I have a correct one with the loose, I don't know how to call this thing that you have to connect to your piston hook. So basically on the short versions you slide it in and connect it to your hook. So just ensure that the bolt is moving freely. If necessary, you can remove some metal from this side. So from the top I've removed a little bit and I used some gun bluing from Ballistol to cover it so it doesn't rust. So for the short version you just slide it in carefully, should be okay. You put the recoil spring and you're done. So basically now I will have to remove it and align this part, push it a little bit downwards because now it will not catch correctly, but it's just a matter of demonstration. Then the closing of the top cover is quite hard because this spring is quite hard. It's also rubbing against this part, so the bolt is very stiff. So for the long versions, let me remove it. A remark for the long versions kits. You might have this part without this tiny piece here. It's not a problem because you normally get this plastic spacer together with together in the box with the EBB kit. So you put it under the rear side like this, so your bolt will be rubbing against it and will not go up here very far from the body. So more or less this is how it will move. Now let me close the top cover. It's kind of a quest because it will not be easy to close it right now. Alright, it's closed. Now we have this. Let me connect the battery and do a couple of test shots. So I have connected my 7.4 volt lithium polymer battery, and now how it looks like. And then full auto. Of course, when you're in full auto, you will need to do a couple of single cycles so your piston is fully forward and the mainspring is released. So this is about it. Next video will be a field test. We have a big weekend game in a couple of weeks, so you can expect the feedback from the field usage in about, yeah, let's say middle of May. So guys, thanks for attention. Follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Subscribe to Facebook page. Enjoy the videos. More videos are coming. See ya.